Well, hi guys. Well, nobody nobody's here yet, so I guess I'll just talk until um somebody comes in. Oh, hi, somebody is here. Hi guys, happy Sunday. Oh, oh hi. Oh my god. Hi guys. I'm so happy to see somebody. I was like, I'm going to be on this live by myself. I'm so happy to see somebody here. Hi guys. I hope you all having a beautiful Sunday. I'm in here in my sister house, um, spending time with everybody. Hi Angie. Hi guys. Oh, hi guys. Thank you for being here. It's not I'm not going to keep you long. It's not going to be like a long live. I did not want to edit and do a video and all of that stuff today. I just really was just not in the mental space. We're gonna try to get through this live without being emotional, but y'all, it's just been a lot. Like, hey guys, it's just been a lot. So I just wanted to pop on and just like connect with you guys. Y'all gonna hear Brookie. Y'all already know she in the house. So she's gonna be here and y'all probably hear in the background. So I apologize for the noise. But I just wanted to talk to you guys more intimately, if that makes any sense. I've never done this before. Like, this whole thing is new to me. So I just wanted to be able to just speak to you guys. And hi Ann. I remember your name in the comments. Hi. I just wanted to be able to just talk to you guys and have you ask me questions or comment and just get more intimate with you. A lot of you comment a lot on my videos. I remember some of your names. Hi, Katrina. Hi. And I just wanted you guys to just get to know me just a little bit more, other than me filming a video, editing it, putting it out. Listen, I was sitting on this live like, girl, this is either gonna be a key or this get ready to be mortifying. I'm gonna sit on here for like 2, 3 minutes, and if nobody come on here, we out of here. Like, because I don't know if YouTube be keeping this. Like, I was not trying to be embarrassed. I never did this before, but I just wanted something different this Sunday. Like, I don't know if you guys are home with your family cooking, whatever. This will be saved so you can watch it later on. People can replay it. I just, just wanted to tell you guys all what was going on. I'm not going to say everything right now, but I'm going to share with you as much as I can. Just being honest and just being transparent and just talking to you guys. I've missed you. I'm so sorry that some of my videos have not been on. You can come in. I'm on live. You can come in. This is my first live.
Oh, okay.
No, this is my sister. No, this is my first live. I'll just say don't have her in there. Even though they can't see her down
Get
there.
out of here, baby.
My videos have not been on my regular schedule, which is
Come on, you got to go.
Wednesday and Sunday. And it's like a reason for that. And I'm going to get into all of that and just talk. So if you guys have questions or anything that you want to ask me about, anything, any topic you want to talk about, just let me know. Hey, girl. Hi. Just let me know. I have been so proud of my channel. I have been so proud of the direction it has gone in. You guys in my comments, your DMs and everything. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. And you have no idea how you guys have been like, I don't want to say a crutch, but just like been lifting me up and holding me up. I did a video couple weeks back. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was about how sickness can affect your marriage and your relationships and stuff. And I still have been struggling lately with all of that kind of stuff. Some of it I'm going to leave for another video, but I'm sure, you guys are smart. You probably can pick up some of the stuff that's been going on in the background. my personal life has took a turn, and I just have a lot going on right now. I am separated, and I left my home. Thank you, Lita. I appreciate it. Hi, hi. I love your screen name. I love it because I know that's right. God bless you too. Thank you. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. Um, we're not getting emotional and stuff. I just want to just talk to you guys and let you know what's been going on. And I have been struggling a little bit with like my content and stuff because I want to make my content the best that I can make for you guys. And it's extremely hard, Michelle. Like it's just been a lot. And I did not know whether I wanted to share this or not, but it's something that has just been weighing on me, and I'm not sure what my future is going to hold. I have been trying to focus on myself, using this time to focus on myself until I figure out what's going on. Like I'm basically in like this standstill right now. So I came up with this thing to change my life in the next, how many months we got left till the new year? What, 3, 4 months? Trying to change my diet. That has worked for about a week. I wish I was one of them people that when they're stressed out, they can't eat. Child, that ain't me. When I tell you I've been in here, Cinnabon, y'all, that's my favorite dessert. Let me just put that out there. I can eat a Cinnabon all day, every day. Crumble cookie hate to see me coming because I've been tearing crumble cookie down. Is that my cousin? Hi, Mimi. Girl, not my family on here. Child, I'm getting ready to cut out because girl, because everybody doesn't know what's going on, and I don't want it like everywhere. It's just like if I don't talk about it, like I feel like my chest is going to explode. So I'm just like, you guys are like my diary. Like my immediate family knows, of course, my mom, my sister, and all of that. But everybody else does not know. Oh my God! Congratulations! 5 years as a survivor. Congratulations! Oh my God! Thank God, because it's Jesus. Thank God. I'm so happy to hear that. Um, it's okay, cousin. You can stay. It's okay. It's just my sister was kind of weary of me sharing it because again, everybody doesn't know, and it's not something that I want spread everywhere because I don't need everybody else's opinion. I don't need what everybody else thinks because I don't know what I'm doing right now. And all I know is it's something that I had to do for my own mental because it's like everything is just back to back to back. And oh, hi, Rodney. Hi. Everything is just back to back to back. And I told myself when I left YouTube, when my sister and one of my girlfriends was telling me that I need to come back, I did not want my channel to turn into like the sick channel or the cancer channel. But sometimes it's like you don't have control over what it is that your path is or what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Like you can have all the plans in the world and that's not where you're supposed to go. And if you go there, it's not going to work out. So this is a part of my journey, but it's not who I am. So I'm going to be sharing parts about what's happening, but it's more going to be going forward. I'm going to, let you guys know the update on my mental and all of that kind of stuff, but it's going to be like, just like Michelle is 5 years free. Nobody wants to relive those things. I'm happy that I talked about it and I got it out. because there's people that are dealing with that right now, and they need to see somebody so they can have hope, right? They need to see that it's possible. They need strength. Everybody doesn't have a family. Everybody does. Hi, welcome, welcome. Hi, Keisha. Everybody doesn't have a strong family structure like I do, and they need this. They need to hear about it. They need to see that there can be light at the end of the tunnel. I don't care if you're stage 4. God gonna always have the last say. If it's meant to be your time, it's gonna happen, and it don't matter who's on YouTube or who says what. But I feel like me sharing that has shifted my channel to where it was supposed to be, but I also don't want to lose what makes me happy, what lights me up. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Thank you. I need all the prayers, honey. Thank you so much. Um, Sorry, guys. Sometimes I lose where I'm at. Um, I may get back there. I can't remember where I was going, but I want to show you guys all sides of me. I want you to see the transformation from this is where she was to all of these building blocks, all of these steps that God took her to. Like, I remember watching her channel and she was here. Now I'm looking at her and God brought her here. And I'm not talking about money or nothing like that. I'm talking about the change in my inside to my outside. Maybe I needed this time in order to get out of my own head. Maybe I needed this time to focus on God. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody, and you ever hear, like, we know God is a jealous God. He don't like nothing before him. But you ever feel like sometimes God will take something away from you that if he feels like you love it more? I didn't put my husband before God, but sometimes it's like I loved him so much that it's like I felt like a part of him sometimes. Like I can be in his skin. That's how much, like, he was my main priority. He was, I mean, I had his, I'm not allowed to get tattoos and stuff, and I'm not into him anyway, but I would have like a necklace with his name on it. And I had t-shirts with his name. Like, I was just, somebody said, sorry to hear that. Wait, let me go back. I don't want to miss something that somebody's going through. A friend just diagnosed. Jesus, I'm so sorry, and see, it's like, it's stuff like that. Like, these things weigh heavy on me because I know what this person mentally and physically is going through. And now it's kicked up to 100 because this is stage 4. So it's like, Jesus, I'm praying for you. I'm gonna keep your friend in my prayers. If you, you can send me an email with their name if you don't want to like put them out here in front of everybody, and I will make sure that I keep them in my prayers. I'm so sorry to hear that. Please tell your friend that I'm praying for them, and just to be strong. You know, God always has the last word. I just cannot imagine right now what their thought processes and what they're going through. And, you know, we got to speak it into existence, you know, start saying when, you know, not if, and I hope, you know, this is what I'm learning in this journey. Start speaking what we want into existence and start being more positive. So when God heals this person, the work still is going to go on, because after I was healed, after I'm in remission, the mental toll it takes on you after you're sick. And as weak as I feel, I also feel stronger than I was before. And the reason why I say that is because Asia, before being sick, I probably would have never made this move to save myself mentally. I know that my husband loves me. I've seen it, I've felt it. But sometimes people don't love you the way that you need to be loved, if that makes any sense. The way you love somebody may not be the way that they need to be loved. And I'm not going to lie, I am scared because this is not something that I asked for. I have been with my husband we've been married a total of 16 years. I don't have 16 years to waste. I don't know about nobody else, but I don't have 9 lives in my pocket. I don't got no time to be wasting and throwing away. But also don't got 16 years to be unhappy. I don't have 16 years to look back and I'm like, why didn't I make this move? Didn't I, why wasn't I strong enough to make this change? Because I don't, I feel like if I didn't, I am. And seriously, like nobody has all of this time to be wasting. Like, if we look at the world the way it is, our parents and grandparents and stuff been saying we living in our last days for a while. We truly live it. Like, if y'all look around what's going on, from the kids to the crime, and the world always been crazy. I grew up in the 90s. So my life was a little bit like sunshine and Care Bears. Like, Clinton was president, everybody had money, the parents was working. If things was going on out in the world, we didn't know about it. We were sheltered. For all I knew, everybody was living great. Everybody had a mom and dad in the house. Everybody had a family. 25 years and sleeping in the other room. But can I tell you something? 25 years, it's like, yeah, y'all brother and sister. So it's like, but after a while, it's like, okay, if you don't see any progress, any growth, then it's time for you to start looking at what your other options may be. I don't play around with marriage. I don't tell nobody to leave their marriage. I don't give no kind of advice like that, because that's not something that I play with. And it is for better or for worse. But this is my question to you guys. And I've asked this question before to people in my life. When does for better or for worse turn into you have to save yourself in order to save your sanity? Where is the line drawn between better or for worse? I don't know what religion everybody else is, but there is no you just get divorced and you marry somebody else. That's not how this works. And that's where I'm at right now, Rodney. I don't have a choice. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, maybe this is why this is happening, because I have to be put in a choice. I had a baby. I had to go. Oh, girl, first of all, that goes without saying. Once you start hunching and carrying on outside the house, yeah, that's a no-no. We ain't even got to get to the baby. That's the cherry on top. But yeah, no, absolutely not. You ain't did nothing wrong, because we don't got time for that. Mine was more, I can't see through walls. I can't see outside. I can say on my part, there was never any infidelity. And from what I know, there was none on his part. I cannot say for sure. I'm never going to be one of them women, not mine. I don't know what goes on once they hit their front door. But mine was more mental. Again, the sickness and stuff, I'm sure it affected them. But it's like I wasn't getting that grace that I needed in order to heal. It was like cancer, teeth falling out, not working, him. And it's like, I cannot get into everything because, it's bad enough I done took my teeth out. Y'all have seen this. But it's like, I have to keep something to the chest, but it's so much that I am dealing with, and I am a strong person, but I don't have the mental capacity to try to fix myself. And you're like, got your boot like pressing me, and I'm trying to get out of the quicksand, and you are stepping on top of me because that's what it feels like. And it's like, I'm tired, guys. Like I'm tired. Physically, mentally, I'm tired. I am mindful. That's why I don't talk about it to people. But if I don't release it, like I'm afraid. Like I be having panic attacks. My chest be tight. Like this is not me. I'm not a weak person. I don't. I'm not a person like, never let them see you sweat. I'm not the type of person because I'm emotional like everybody else. But I am not. I feel like I can handle anything. Lately, it just feels like I'm a different person. Like I am like a cracker. Like, and if you trying to put more macaroni salad or tuna salad on top of it, like I'm getting ready to snap. Like that's what it feels like. But it feels like I'm weak because you know who you are because you've known you since you've been on earth. So I know me. I know my brain. I know that whatever you throw at me, I'm a maneuver. I got it. Right now, at this time in my life, that's not me. That is not me right now. Like, I honestly feel like I'm on like a TV show, like a reality TV show, and it's scripted. I don't even feel like this is real. This is, sometimes I just sit and I just think like when am I gonna wake up? But I'm gonna be honest with you. It took me, put your mask on first, apply that to this, get the help, get the help you need, and help your marriage, especially coming out of sickness. But that's the thing. I don't have the strength to help that right now. And I feel terrible because while I'm doing this to save myself, because I've said it over and over and over what I need, I feel horrible because I don't want them to feel abandoned. Like I didn't love them enough to try. Like I didn't I didn't value for better or for worse. But again, when is it to where you have to save yourself, the man and the wife? I feel like emotionally and mentally I was. Of course, physically and stuff, I wasn't. Like, I'm not going to say it was terrible. I didn't have to worry about the roof over my head, bills and stuff like that. But that's not enough. That's not enough. Emotionally and mentally, and I was by myself. And that's not, I have to just take time out. And I know my sister's probably going to kill me because she doesn't even want me to talk about it. But it's like I just can't, I cannot hold it any. Like I'm writing stuff down. I have a journal. Like that's not working. And sometimes I feel bad when I have to pray or when I have the urge to pray because I feel like I don't want God to feel like you come when, like I had to break you down for you to come, because that's what it feels like. Like he had to chop me down in order for me to come to him, because when you're fine and everything is going and you got your goals and all of that, three kids and God brought me through all of it. It wasn't easy, but God was there. God will meet you exactly where you are. You can't save. Yeah, but I'm the one that feels like I'm drowning, not them. I don't know what they feel like. And that's the part where I feel selfish because I don't know what they feel like. They could feel that as well and not be able to express it. But I cannot hold you up and I can't hold myself up. You know, it's like I just did not feel mentally safe. That's the only thing I can think of the words. I just not mentally, not physically and nothing like that. Mentally, I did not feel mentally safe, and I just had to step back and take a break. I don't know what the future holds. I don't have the answers to none of that, but I know right now I can't. I just I can't. You know? No, I haven't. That's another thing. It's like when the other lady mentioned separate rooms and stuff. It's like, how long are you gonna be under the same roof and you are separated in the home? Like, okay, everybody go through them. Like, you ain't speaking to me, middle finger to you too. And y'all take a break for a second. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is something wrong with it when it's a pattern. It is something wrong with it where it becomes a way of life. It's to the point where it don't even phase you no more. Yeah, no, that's not, no. No, thank you. It's like I'm still trying to get past that part. Like, and then you want to come. No, no. Because I want to be over that. Trust me. But it's like it won't let me go. Every time I'm like, okay, listen, you alive. Like, let's move on. Like, you like Jesus saved you got it. He saved you. You're good. Like, let's move on from this. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. We can ready to take all the nerve endings out your feet and your hands. Like, where you think you're going? So, I'm able to get through the hands thing. The only time my hands bother me is in cold. Like, I cannot have like the air conditioning on real high. I can't like go in the freezer and take something out the freezer with my hands. Like, I have to be careful with that. My feet be on 100 every day, all day. I done got so used to that I just block it out of my mind because I'm just so used to that pain that it's like it don't even faze me anymore. Like, okay, because what you gonna do about it? So you get over that hump. Oh, we ain't done. We ready to take the teeth out. Like, oh, you thought you was finished? You thought you was gonna move on and have a nice weekend? Absolutely not. So now we get ready to rip all the teeth out and leave 4 of them at the bottom in the front. So I'm like, it's not that I don't want to move on. It's mentally, it's not as easy as you think it is. Like, I'm trying to do like a comparison, but not to be offensive. That's like you being assaulted or something like that. That fear, it changes you as a person. You're never going to be the same after that. That's basically how it is. I thank God I wasn't assaulted, but my life was hanging. And as much as my mom and everybody else was telling me you're gonna be okay. Like, my mom is a minister. She was telling me like, this is not unto death. You're not gonna die. I wasn't hearing that from my mom, the minister. God was telling her this. I'm looking at her like, you're my mom. Like, don't nobody want to like. I don't know what you want me to do with this. Like, you're my mom. Of course you gonna say that. What you finna say? Like, girl, I don't know. It's looking bad, girl. Like, what you supposed to say? You supposed to say you gonna be okay. You my mom, and you could be saying it to help you. I don't know if you're saying it to ease your own. Like, you have to say it to ease your heart because you're looking at your kid go through this. So that wasn't helping me either. Her, telling me that I'm gonna be okay and all, like, then you got your family looking at you and they don't know what to do because all of this is new. Nobody had to deal with this in my family. It's only a small amount of us. It's only me and my sisters are girls. The rest of my cousins are boys. Nobody else has had to deal with this. So they're all we scrambling. Like, nobody knows what to do. And I am losing all this weight to the point where my mouth like this, my eyes is like this, like my mom is my dad died, so my mom is living by herself. So she's being strong while she's with me. She has to go home because she has to eat, she has to take care of herself. I don't know what my mom's going through when she's in that house by herself. I know when I'm home, I can't even think because I'm sitting in the bed with this bag attached to my chest with poison being pumped in, and I'm feeling it going into my body, and I'm listening to the mechanism in the chemo bag, and I gotta put a pillow on top of it. Like this, it's not just to get over it. Like I don't care if it's stage one, two, three. What did Chadwick have? His was stage three, I want to say. He died. This is somebody, all the money in the world, all the resources in the world. Look what happened to him. How did it progress? Because I still haven't got the answer to that. How did we go from stage three colon cancer to him dying? I recognize when he was super skinny and everybody's laughing and talking. I recognize that look from you not being able to eat. I couldn't smell. Wasn't no cooking no food and all of that. The only food that I could keep down was Olive Garden soup. The soup with the potatoes in it. That's the only thing that I could keep down. There was no food, no cooking food. If you got in the shower, you had to close all the doors because I couldn't smell the soap. Wasn't no plug-ins in the wall. Wasn't no sprinkling the powder on the floor, perfume, lotion, none of that. I couldn't eat food, so when I did get sick, it was dry heaving, which is worse because now your body is convulsing and going through the motion of throwing up, but nothing's there. I'm on the floor because that's how tight my stomach muscles is trying to throw up something that's not there. Like it's not just like, okay, you healed, let's move on. No, not the way this grips your mind, because just like you being assaulted, and I hope it's not offensive using that parallel, but that's the only thing that I can think of. Just like you being assaulted and you remember this person grabbing you and you being out of control and not knowing whether you were going to make it out of this situation alive. That's exactly how it is. You're going through all of this trying to save your life, and you don't even know if it's going to save you at the end of it, because you can't even trust the doctors. You don't have a choice, but in the back of your mind, can you trust them? Because every time you turn around, it's something different. Because I went in and it was, everything is contained in this one spot. You just got this tumor. We're going to go in and take this tumor out. They get in there, tumor 2-3 times bigger than what they seen on the scan. Now it's attaching itself and they got to peel it off. So now it's little cancer particles that's floating around from them having to peel this tumor off. So it goes from it being contained in this one spot to it could possibly travel through your bloodstream. Well, y'all told me I was stage 2, it didn't go nowhere. How we get from stage 2, it ain't go nowhere, it's over here in the pocket, to it getting to the bloodstream and possibly could get to my liver? Where all of this come from? So now it's in my bloodstream. So in my head, your blood goes all over your body, correct? So now this is another layer of anxiety because, okay, where else did it go? So now I'm always have to get CT scans because they're not just checking my abdomen. They got to check all other spots around. Y'all think that this is not being held in the back of my head? That you are telling me that it could have possibly traveled through my bloodstream to my liver? Like, once it hits your lymph nodes and all, that's a whole different ballgame. So how it passed my lymph node, because y'all said it wasn't in my lymph nodes. How it passed my lymph nodes and get to my bloodstream? Like, none of this was making no sense. But these are the people that I have to trust, right? Like, when I went in, when the night that I got sick and they told me I had diverticulitis, I didn't even know what the hell that was, but it was just like a wave of like relief came over me because it could have been worse. You got little holes in your colon. You know, we want you to get a colonoscopy. Okay, what else? So I get, I'm signing up and doing the prep and all of that, and everybody's, well, you're too young to be getting a colonoscopy. What's going on? Listen, I don't care what kind of test they want me to get. I'm just going to get it. They come back. I wake up out the colonoscopy. So my mom's in the room. My mom goes to every appointment with me. My mom been going to all my appointments since I was born. They give my mom the paper. Now, mind you, keep in mind that I told you all my mom is a minister or evangelist. They give my mom the paper. So I'm not even looking at the doctor. I'm looking dead at my mom because my mom is kind of like me. When something's in her head, it shows on her face. So I'm looking at my mom's face. She made no move. She said not one word. Her face didn't move. She was reading it like she was reading the morning paper. So I didn't get afraid because she didn't say anything. The doctor didn't say anything. I don't even remember how we came out of, I was still drowsy, but I don't remember how we came out of the hospital. But nobody said anything. So I get a call 8 o'clock at night. She had her poker face on, yeah, and then I'm giving her the side eye because I'm like, why are you being slick? Like, you didn't say anything. Meanwhile, you're looking at the two. When I seen the paper, first of all, they knew not to show me that paper because there's no way Brookie could have seen that it was cancer on that paper. It was this, all of this, it kind of looks like chitlins or something, or sweet bread or something. If y'all know what sweet bread, I think that's like throat or whatever. And it's like, it's shiny and gooey looking, and there's all these like lumps and stuff on it. The tumor like this big sitting on like a lump inside. So I'm looking at the paper like, now how you look at this and don't make no face? That's not the way God wanted it done. Like, that's why now I can look back and say my steps were ordered because everything happened the way God wanted it to happen, from my doctors, from how they found out. She came out, and I remember her saying this, but I was going in and out. She came out and told my mom that they could not finish my colonoscopy because my colon was swollen. I don't know about y'all because I'm not in the medical field. I ain't never heard nobody colon being swollen. Come to find out, my mom said God told her, because she prayed and prayed and prayed about it, God told her that if she would have pushed that probe or camera further, she could have spread my cancer. Wasn't no remission. It was getting ready to be all over the place. That's why God wanted me to talk about this on my channel. Nobody talks about what he does anymore. Remember when we used to be in church and they used to have testimony service or something? Nobody talks about this anymore. Nobody knows that if you just humble yourself and just pray and go to him, that things can change. Like, nobody knows that, but this is the steps that were ordered so that I can say it. Like, whose colon swells up? I've never even heard of it. So my colon swells up, so she couldn't get the probe all the way in. But she got it in enough to see the tumor. So she calls me in like 8 o'clock that morning after she called me around 8 o'clock that night. I'm still not thinking in my head because, again, I did not know any of this. It was just like nowhere in my mind that I think that this could be a possibility. So she calls me and my mom in there because, of course, my mom's there. And she says, you have cancer. I don't even remember what happened after that. She was talking to my mom because I was done. Because I don't know who you're talking to, but not my name and cancer in the same sentence. So we get out of the doctor's office. I'm walking in the parking lot. I get on the phone and call my husband, and I tell him I have cancer. So he's on the other end of the phone crying. We get in the car. My mom calls my sister. My sister is, he wants you to be a conduit to share his word. This is your man. It has to be. Because there's no other way how this worked out the way that it worked out. Like, it had to be. So my sister is an accountant for Amtrak. She left work and met me at my mom's house. We walked. It was just me and my mom. We walked in my mom's house, and I turned to my mom. I said, Mom, I don't want to die. Like, that's all I can think about was I don't want to die. Like, My family is here. Like, I don't understand what this means. Like, what am I supposed to do with what this lady just told me? And she hugged me. Of course, you know you're not going to, you don't know. Why did I get this? You don't know that. So I had to get emergency surgery. Mind you, my husband bought me a house. We closed on November 5th. I was diagnosed with cancer November 6th. I couldn't even celebrate that I had a home because I feel like my life is over before it even started in our home. November 6th, I was diagnosed. I had to have emergency surgery to get the tumor out December. So it was around December 11th, something like that. No, December 10th. So after that, they took the tumor out, and they also took out the part of my colon that had all the little holes. So I don't know if the diverticulitis is 100% gone. I never even asked about that no more because I didn't even give a damn about that. That was the least of my worries. Like, they could have kept the colon part with that in there. The tumor and all of that, that's what I was thinking about. I could have cared less about this diverticulitis. I would have rather had that than the extra sprinkle that she put on there. So I ended up having to get radiation and stuff. That killed me. The radiation made me so nauseous. Of course, you know, it burns up your stomach and all of that. But in addition to that, I was taking the chemo pill. I didn't even know chemo came in a pill. So I was taking that at the same time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was taking that at the same time as me getting the radiation. So I'm going to the hospital every week, and you know it's making me sick. So I think I had about 8 weeks or something of radiation and chemo. I had 2 weeks off. Child, here they come with the big girl. So they gave me a choice. My veins are really terrible. They are small and they run if you try to get the needle in, or if you do get it, it'll collapse. So that was just really not an option. So they told me about the port. Now let me tell y'all how they scammed me. I didn't have no choice but to get it anyway, but they romanticized having this port. Like it just wasn't no big deal. Oh, it just sits on your skin and that's where the needle goes and yeah, it's a surgery. So the port goes, where my thing at? Where is the mark? Okay. No, let me see if y'all can. There it is. Okay, this is where my port was. So the port goes into your chest, but underneath your skin. And I think it's like the main vein to your heart. So this is how deep this is. So I had to be put to sleep and everything. So what they don't tell you is it goes on your skin, but it goes under your skin, and your skin is stretched on top of it. Then, the needle goes in. No. It's not a little butterfly needle or a take blood needle. The needle is thick. The needle is, take a sewing needle, and put maybe 3 or 4 of them together. Like, it's a thick needle. So now they got this thick needle that's going in your chest, that your skin is stretched over this piece. You can hear the needle puncturing your skin. When I tell you that was the worst, it felt like somebody shot you every time I had to get this port in my chest. They gave me these little creams and all this crap. Child, ain't none of that work. Every time, it felt like somebody had a gun and they was just shooting me point blank range in my chest. Every time. I still remember the sound of this needle going into my chest. Like, it's, just get over it. No, that's not how this works. Then you get in the poison. You can feel the poison in your body. Your skin stinks. Your hair smells. Your mouth is dry all the time. That's probably why my teeth had to come out, because I could feel the dryness. You can't eat anything. That's all I could eat was soup, and I didn't even eat all of the soup. So you're just dropping weight every week. When you pee, you smell the whole bathroom. Whole bathroom feel like you know open the chemo bag and poured it in the toilet. Like the smell wafting out the bathroom just from you peeing. Like there is no just get over it. This is something that literally changes your entire life. And I got this done. I went through it. And when they told me that I could ring that bell, I don't remember a day that is just like the relief that came over me. But not me talking about something serious or my sister sending me bags. The relief that came over me, and I'm so glad my mom recorded it because, child, I'm looking like I'm on the wire and I'm ringing this bell because I got to ring the bell after I finished my radiation and stuff too. I don't know why, because I still had to go on to another crazy adventure, but I was able to ring the bell, and that was like the greatest feeling ever. I was able to rest for a while, but then it's like, here come all the little thoughts like, okay, is it gonna come back? If it comes back, where is it gonna be in that spot, or can it come back someplace else? Like you're open to something now, like you're prone to this thing because it already invaded your body. That's how my mom was thinking. Like, because it was in there already, can it come back someplace else? I don't 100% trust the doctors because it's everybody makes mistakes and you can't catch everything. So I get it, but I could not put 100% stock in what they said either, because Brookie doing something. I could not put 100% stock in them because they did not. Every time they told me something, it's like it was always a but. It was always something added to it. It wasn't a definite, like this is what it is. So I wasn't able to fully put my trust in them because they're in a business at the end of the day. And I remember, this is how I really realized that this was a business and it wasn't about your life. When I first got diagnosed, I called Cancer Centers of America because that's the commercial you would see all the time and they drilled it into your head. Well, I called these people to get a consultation. I think I had United Healthcare because I remember specifically picking that insurance because I used to work for a stylist in New York that had breast cancer twice, and she had United Healthcare, and she said that they were some of the best as far as she does. She really like, I wish I could show y'all her. I could not ask for her. Like I love her so much. I don't know if God, well, I know God knew that this was going to happen as far as my separation, and it's like, she's feeling something for me, and I don't want to put that on her shoulder because that's not what she's here for, but she brings me so much joy. Like when I look at her, I just forget everything else and I'm able to smile and focus on her. But I called Cancer Center of America. You know, them people wouldn't even see me. I could not even get a consultation. So I said, wait a minute. Now, mind you, this ain't the lady fault. She's just doing her job. I called, the same birthday as November 5th. We're praying his outcome is a miracle too. It's up here. I am too. I pray that he has the same outcome that I have, if not better. Like without the mental stress that comes after. I'm praying that he is strong enough to withstand this and God heals him completely and that he can move on with his life. I'll get back, but it just came to me that you said that. Maybe because I have to share this, maybe because I have to spread this is why it won't leave my head. Maybe that's why I can't just get over it, because I have to share this. I have to spread it. Maybe that's why. I didn't even think of that until you just shared that with me. Like I really pray that this baby makes it through, because being in the midst of the fight is no joke. It's not an easy thing. It's not something that you can just get over, and it's like the physical toll that it takes. Like I pray that, Jesus heals and intervenes. Just speak life over your baby. Try as much as you can, go in your quiet place and cry. But in front of them, try the best that you can to stay strong. Let them see joy and hope on your face, because that's needed. They cannot fight if they see you falling apart. Try to speak life in front of them, and try to give them as much normalcy as possible. They know they're sick. Like, they don't need to be reminded all the time. They don't want to be baby, like they on their last leg. They need strength. They need love. They need positivity. They just need you to be their army in the background while they're in the midst of this, because it's no joke. So that's the only advice that I can give. Just try your best. Like, fall apart away from them. 57 years old, you were an inspiration. Oh, I pray that you had a clean bill of health. I'm going to tell y'all something, child. That colonoscopy going to be the best sleep you ever have. Oh, but let me tell y'all this part about also why. Go back and reflect the moments he brought you through and celebrate it. You may not be where you want to be, but thank God you're not. I do. And that's another reason why sometimes I feel guilty, because I feel like I'm not grateful, because my mind is so, it has such a grip on my brain that it's like I've tried to celebrate that I'm here. I try to celebrate the fact that I'm not in that spot anymore. Yeah, I have to deal with these side effects that are a pain in the behind, but I'm not there anymore. And that's where I want to take my channel. I want you guys to go with me on this journey of she was here, but look where she is now. Look how she's gotten her body together, how she's eating what she's supposed to be eating, how she is, her mindset has changed. Like, that's what I want you guys to see. But later on, it was brought to my attention that God told my mom that not only was it for me, and I guess to get my attention, it was also for my brother. My brother is in his 30s. Now, mind you, you don't get a colonoscopy until you are 50. My immediate family was able to get colonoscopies because of me. They're all still able to get tested. My sister has one coming up. She's 30 something too. I forget how old she is, but yeah, she's like 30 something too. And she's getting hers coming up. My brother got his colonoscopy. He had polyps. If he made it to 50, like, so basically I was the catalyst to save my brother, because who knows what could have come if he did not get his colonoscopy. At 30 something, he had polyps already. This is why I really hate, and it's all about money. This is why I really hate this test at this age, this test at this age, because the way this food and stuff is now, there is no age on this stuff no more. There's paint thinner in our cereal. Like, the food is not, even when we was kids, it's different from when my mom was kids, my mom and them were kids. It's changed from when we was kids. It's even worse now. They don't care. It's all about profit. The less they have to do and bring in more of the money. So they don't care about what you're putting on the table for your family. In turn, this stuff is going into our body, isn't turning into, I've never in my life heard of this much cancer. When we was kids, you had cancer if it ran in your family. Now, if it's 5 people, 3 of them had cancer. It's like, it's the environment, it's the food, the stress. That's why it's like me releasing and this channel has been such a blessing, because the stress, when I tell you my chest be tight, like that stress, I don't got time. I don't have time to be getting sick again, because this stress is no joke. This stress will take you out of here. And that's not what I want for me. That's not what I want for the rest of my life. Like, that's not what God saved me for, to be depressed and sad and scared, like living in a constant state of fear. When I tell y'all I stressed my family out so bad after my cancer, I didn't want them to go outside. If I call your phone and you don't answer, I will call your phone 100 times back to back. I called the cops on my mom one time and sent them to her house because she wasn't answering the phone. Like that, the stress is like, it envelops you. Like it's overwhelming sometimes, the amount of fear that I have. Every time I get a headache, is it in my brain? Every time my chest is tight, like, oh my God, like my side, I had a colonoscopy recently and I had a appointment with my doctor. I had to ask him about my side because I was having, pains in my side. He said, it's not going to come back that fast. Like your levels are good. Your numbers are good. You don't have, I don't know the word he used, but basically like how they test it, how they look at it, it's not likely that it will return for me. I was, of course, happy to hear that, but it doesn't remove that stress that you live with every single day. Like, I don't want that for me. You are forerunner for your family. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. That's why I said I would rather have taken this than my little brother and sister. Because as strong as I am and I thought I was, I'm not strong enough to be able to handle this if this was one of them. I'm the oldest, so if anybody has to take the hit, I would have rather it be me. I am extremely close to my sister, and I would have never been able to handle this. I would have been in the grave before her, and it wasn't even nothing wrong with me. There's no way I would have been able to take this. I love my family so much that it's that stress of something happening to them. Like that is, I'm gonna go to the upper room before them, just from the sheer stress of it all. But I am healed. I am clean, and it's not in my body anymore, and it's not going to come back. But that I have to adjust my mind to get where my heart is, because my mind says something totally different, and that's not where I want to be. I want to grow and prosper in my life, and I feel like I'm stuck. I'm at a standstill because I won't let myself get out of this box because I'm scared to come out of this box. It's so much that I want to do, and it's so much that I want to accomplish, and it's not. Stress is no joke. It's so much that I want to accomplish, but I feel like I'm holding myself back from fear and worried about what other people think. That's another reason why I took a break from social media and YouTube, because I was afraid to share all of this stuff. Like, I don't want my peers to see this, and the people that I look up to or my mentors and all of that. Like, when they see me, they see, Asia that gets dressed every day. They see the Asia that loves fashion. They see the Asia that has so much confidence. I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. I love fashion and I love clothes. But a lot of times that is an armor. When I'm dressed, I feel like you can't see me because you see the shell. You see, the beautiful clothes and the accessories and all of that. So you can't see that I'm screaming in the inside. You can't see the fear and the insecurities that I have, especially now that this happened with my mouth. You hear, girl, Brookie's so embarrassing. If she don't do nothing else, child, she gonna embarrass you. You don't see the anxiety and all of that stuff because my outward appearance distracts you from everything else. When I had to get all my teeth taken out, I think I might have been more depressed than I was when I was getting the chemo. Because it's one thing to fight sickness internally. It's a whole other thing for it to start affecting your outward appearance. You losing weight and all of that. Like, you look terrible, but it ain't like, who gonna complain about weight loss? Physical change in your face for the worse? Because, of course, When they're telling me I got to get all my teeth taken out, I'm, scared to death. But everybody's, you're going to get brand new teeth. You know how many people out here that got fake teeth, and you're going to have a brand new fresh mouth. So you start to buy into that. Never in a million years did I think I was going to look worse. This journey with, first of all, I don't know if y'all remember Ren and Stimpy. But it was one episode where I think it might have been Ren. He had all his teeth taken out and his gums were so bloody and swollen and the little pieces of gum was hanging down. That's how I felt, like a literal monster. And then when my gums healed and I was in the process of getting teeth, the way they was playing with me with these teeth, I said, I don't know what type of game, and I don't know who's behind the board or who left the gate open, but y'all just don't know the emotional stress that I have been under. Then on top of all of that, having to leave my home, like, y'all, I'm tired. Like, and I don't want to sound ungrateful because whatever you're going through, there's always somebody that can be worse. But what gets me the most is this: I don't have a chance to recover from A before B comes, before C comes, before D. It's like I just got a basket and all of these heavy boulders are just thrown in at one time, and I don't have a chance to balance myself before the next thing comes. So it's just overwhelming, and I really didn't have no choice but just to remove myself so that I can be quiet for a second. I don't even know what to do now from this point. These last couple of weeks, I've just literally been walking around like with glasses, with sunshine, with shades on, sunglasses on. I don't know so much medical malpractice. Yeah. But I think I told you guys this before. I couldn't even get into that because I don't know how I can be mad at people that essentially they saved my life. Of course, God had his hand in it. He was the one that allowed all of this, but the doctors are who he put in place. Everybody doesn't have a medical mind. God has doctors here. You don't work on a human brain and tell me God is not real. Like, there has to be God. How do you know to do that? So it's just hard for me to grasp. Like, a lot of people say you're not, suing them, you're suing the hospital, or that my brain is not, that's not commuting to me. In my mind, I am punishing the people who essentially saved my life. Like, sometimes money is not going to solve nothing. I got money or I got a settlement. Let's say I got one. I don't have no teeth. I don't care about that. Like, I left my home. I left when I got money in my pocket, but some things are not, money is not at the top to me. Yeah, we need it. We want it. I want to buy more clothes and everything else, but that's like, you being in a car accident, losing your legs, and you sue whoever and you get millions of dollars. I don't want that. Where the hell I'm going to get millions of dollars and I'm in a wheelchair and I ain't got no legs? That's not, some things is just like, I would rather take this than that. That's just how my mind works. I could be wrong, I could be making a dumb move, but I want to get to the point where all of this is behind me. Like, I want to get to the point where we on live and we laughing and joking and kikiing and, we talking about something totally different. I don't want this heaviness to be on me all the time. Of course, I'm going to update you guys and share with you what's going on. I have to get iron infusions for the rest of my life. I have to get tested for the rest of my life. It's some things that is just going to be what it's going to be until I'm 101. It's not about the money. It's about the doctors paying more attention. And I agree. Because I had a conversation with my oncologist, and I still go to him I don't even have a primary care. I go to my oncologist for literally everything. All the tests I have to get ordered, everything that goes on, I have to go to I go to my oncologist. Like I have to make an appointment right now because sometimes I'm having shortness of breath and like my chest be tight. And I know it's from stress, but it's scary. So I just want to make sure that everything is okay and there's nothing else going on because I could be watching TV and I feel it. I agree. You had a right to stand about everything because God see your heart. Yeah, and that's what I try to live by. Sometimes I feel so misunderstood. Y'all have no idea. It's like, and it could be some of your fault because sometimes the things you do, people can only go off of what they see. I understand that 100%. Just like I hate that everybody just thinks that I can just take everything because Asia's so strong. I don't want to be on the strongest soldier list no more. Take me off. I don't want to be on the strongest soldiers list no more. I'm tired. And what makes me feel better is that God does know my heart. And I feel like that's why I was saved. And that's why that comment, I remember telling you guys this a long time ago, that somebody said that those of us that believes in God, hey, hi Kay, those of us that believe in God are so arrogant that you think God will save you over an innocent kid. Like I still think about that comment. That comment still hits me because I don't know why God chooses to do the things that I did. You're lying. I don't know what that means. I don't know why God chooses to save certain people. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on here. I thought it might have been like a typo, but I don't know who you think would be on here lying about. Yeah, I removed cancer because that ain't nothing to be lying about. And trust me, I have paperwork and everything else if you want to see it. I have a mark on my chest. Let me tell y'all this. I can't get into the entire story, but I'm going to tell you how God always leaves marks. This mark on my chest it's going to always remind me of what he brought me through with cancer, right? This mark right here, can y'all see it? I had chicken pox really, really bad when I was young. And I had a medical condition. And there ain't nobody paying, like, ignore them, because we're not even about to sit here and do that, because the fact that you would think I would be lying about almost dying or being sick, it's not that serious. Like, I don't play around with death and God and stuff like that. You're like, they done lost their mind. And if I'm going to lie about something, I would be more elaborate with the story. Like, what I'm going to lie about colon cancer for? Like, that don't even make no sense. What am I getting out of it? This is not I'm not on here saying that I won an Oscar or something, or me and Beyonce as homegirls. This is mortifying. I don't have no teeth in my mouth. Like, what? Lie about what? You think I ain't had no teeth without smoking crack? I don't have no teeth from chemo, dummy. Like, anyway, that made me mad. Oh, I had a medical condition when I was young, and I had to go to the hospital. That's how bad the chicken pox was. And I was in there all night long. And my dad was there. This is how long ago this was. My dad was there. And that was the craziest night because I had chicken pox like everywhere, like all over my body. Like some of them was like open a little bit, and it was absolutely terrible. My mom said I was like hallucinating and all of that. And the next morning, my medical condition that I was dealing with, my mom said God must have healed me from it because I did not have to deal with that anymore. I really wish I could share this entire story, but I talked to my family about it and they're not comfortable with it. I mean, I didn't have no sex change and nothing like that. Like I'm a girl. You gotta say that stuff nowadays. Like it's nothing like that. But it was a condition I had from when I was born, and it was something that once again God had his good evening. Hi, Robin. It's something that God also had his hand in, and every time he does something, he leaves a witness. He leaves a mark. I have that chicken pox mark from when I had to go through that night in that hospital when I was young. I probably was like 12. And then I had this mark from my chemo. I have another mark on my stomach from the surgeries. I've had like maybe 8 surgeries or something since I was born. Like your girl done been through it. Like this ain't my first rodeo in the hospital. Like don't get it twisted. But the point is, I have all of these reminders of when I get low, for when I get depressed, that God is here, and these things don't happen to kill me. They happen for me to be stronger and for me to trust him and stop looking for other people. I was looking at my husband to save me. I'm looking at my mom, like she got all the answers. I'm always looking for somebody to hold on to instead of God. And I think that's why I'm at the point where I'm at right now. Like I feel like I don't have anything left. I feel like everything that I had is gone. It's like every day I try to fill my day with things that take my mind off of what's going on. I don't have work. I don't have, I have my family and I have YouTube. Like, that's it. And he wants my attention, and I don't have no choice, guys, but to give it to him. I'm like, I have to surrender. I don't know what that consists of. I don't know what that means. I guess he'll reveal it. I don't know, but this is all I got. This is all I got. Like if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to ask, like I want to go back and look at some of you comments, because y'all are. My son had 2 brain tumors and God brought him through it. But as a mom, that took my faith to a whole new level. It still affects me to this day. But that's what I'm saying. It's going to always affect you. It's going to always affect you because it's something that alters your life. And it does take your faith, because it gets to the point where you don't have no choice. You don't have no choice but to trust God. Like it's sink or swim, I guess. Like I've had people tell me that it wasn't God, the doctors did it. And people like that, they're also looking for attention, and you might as well look for it someplace else, because again, what I've been through in my life and what I've seen, nobody's going to turn me away from God. No, when I tell y'all I've seen it, I have seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the things God can do. Like you're not going to turn me from him. Like it is what it is. I respect everybody else. One of my closest friends is Muslim. I respect everybody. We have conversations and stuff, and she asks me questions and I ask her questions. But nobody is going to turn me away from Jesus. Not nobody. I don't care what makes sense, what you don't understand. I don't understand everything. That's like you ask your parent why something, and they tell you, you don't ask me why. It's because that's what I say, because they know what's best for you. I'm not going to have all the answers. When I read the Bible, I'm not even going to lie to you, child. 90% of the time, I don't know what I'm reading. I'm getting the word in, though, like feeding yourself. I don't know what half of that stuff mean. But I guess it will be revealed to you later on. And then sometimes the more you read, you'll get to another chapter, and then what you read someplace else, you're like, it correlates with each other. Like it comes together a little bit. So you're always going to have questions. I grew up learning things that weren't always correct. Like when we were growing up, we couldn't wear pants to church. I'm not a pants girl now, but that's just because I'm comfortable in dresses and skirts. That's just what my style is. But I remember when we would come to church, like, your skirt better be a certain length. My grandmom, she was in charge of the usher board. She would have that ruler out. You ain't fitting to sit up in the house of the Lord and with your kneecaps out and all that. Like, that's just how I grew up. And now I know that we don't have to be so strict, but I still have that reverence. Like, if I go to church now, let's say I go, we couldn't wear pants either. Oh yeah, no, wasn't no pants going on. No, not in God's house. That's not, you just didn't do it. Now I see people going to church in pants and stuff, and I'll be a little bit like, but I'm getting more used to it being a little bit more lenient because I see people wearing makeup in church. They got jewelry and stuff on in church, and God didn't tell us that we had to look like we in the grave. It's just a reverence for God's house. Like when I look at when people go to Dubai and stuff, nobody says anything when you have to cover up your hair and you got to wear a long gown because you're reverencing the house of worship. So I feel like sometimes people don't have that same process, that thought process when it comes to church. You know, they get upset because there's certain rules and stuff set in place. I don't believe in judging people and I don't believe in embarrassing people, but I do believe in you reverencing God's house. You don't go up in there dressed all how you want to dress, big hoop earrings. Like it's just, maybe I'm just, a prude about it, but that's just how I feel about it. You go and you reverence God's house. But I have gotten to the point where I'm looking more at what's in your soul and saving souls more than what somebody got on. Because God's going to fix that stuff later on. Like, you can't focus on how short somebody's skirt. Like, they were strict when we were going to church. Wasn't no red lipstick, wasn't no makeup and all, wasn't none of that. Like, they had strict rules and sometimes I feel like maybe we should be back to some of them rules because my grandma has a saying that she says all the time. She says, we so free, we fool. Because everybody has gotten so used to just doing whatever they want. There is no structure anymore. There is no, this is how this goes. When you come here, you have to follow the rules in this place. Everybody just wants to do what they want to do everywhere. And that's just not how it goes. So I am moving more into trying to change my thought process and my life. Sometimes too strict though, but for the most part they meant well. And that's what I take from it. And I agree with you 100%. Sometimes it was too strict. Like she ain't had to have no ruler out. Like, first of all, we was kids. Like, how short you think my skirt finna be, Grandma? Like, mommy dressed me this morning, and it's summertime, and we got on OPEG tights. What you got the rule out for? So, yeah, sometimes they could be a little too strict, and it's the way that you do things. I tell my mom this all the time. You do things in love. Nobody wants to be embarrassed. Nobody wants to be brought into the office like they go into the principal's office and stuff. You can correct somebody in love because that's what Jesus would do. That's what he did. So if he did it that way, why are y'all judging and embarrassing and like that's the part about the culture that I do not like and that I wish would change, because I feel like sometimes people forget what we're there for. We're not there for titles. We're not there for you to get on the mic and be on the mic for 100 years. Thank you, Lita. Thank you. I am not these suits. There is a caring, generous person that shows through God love. Exactly. And that's what I want them to see. I want them to see God through you. All of that other stuff is going to come. I remember this story that I seen online, and this says, I don't have anything against people that's gay or anything like that. This is just a story I seen. So before we get started, I've seen this story, and it said that this guy moved next door to this couple, and the couple was so nice. They came over to him. They gave him a welcome basket whenever he needed something. They were just so kind and loving to this man. And he always would see them leaving out and going to Bible study or church or whatever. And one day he asked them, about going to church. And they, witnessed to him and told him all what was going on. And he picked up the Bible and started reading it and ended up going to church himself. But he wasn't judged. He wasn't talked down to. He wasn't made to feel like he was going to hell or something was wrong with him. He was treated like a regular human being because that's what he is. And he was brought over in love. So I don't know what the end of the story was, but the point was he opened that word and read it on his own because they showed him by example how it is to live by what they were reading and what they were going to church for every Sunday. I love when people ask me, about what went on in my life and things that's happening because I'm able to talk to them. And I hope that you guys can see my heart in my videos and my lives and stuff. And I want to do these more often because I'm having a ball. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm enjoying this so much to say I was scared to death to do it. And I don't even know how long we've been on here, but it's been a minute. But 42 people. Oh, hi. Wait. Oh, that's not the one. I was going to say, I thought I blocked. I want to thank you guys for joining me on my live. I hope it wasn't too heavy. I'm glad you caught it too. Thank you. I want to do more. And I want to have other subjects and stuff because I got a lot of opinions, so we can talk about a whole bunch of stuff. But I wanted to get that part out so you guys would at least understand why my videos have been a little bit inconsistent lately, and sometimes why I may miss a day or something. I thought I did, but I'm like, they didn't say anything, I'm just going to leave it because I don't want anybody to feel unwelcome, but, we got to be respectful and just, we all here just to have fun. But I just wanted you guys to know that I want to give you guys the best content that I can. I am not an influencer and all of that. This is just something that I love doing. And when I don't feel like it's up to standard or I don't feel like I gave it my best, I just won't put it up. And lately I haven't even been filming because I haven't been in the mental, hi Tracy, I haven't been in the mental capacity to film because I've just been like, my mind has just been all over the place. But now you guys know why. I have another video coming that I'm going to explain to you guys something else that's going on. It's something good. I think you guys will enjoy it. Hi guys, good evening. Hi. And I'm going to, it was light outside your window when you start. Girl, you see me? You see me, Rodney? Like, this is crazy. And I don't even know how long we've been on here, but I just been like enjoying it so much. I don't even want to stop, but I know we can't be on here all night. People got to go to work tomorrow. So I'm just because, I get to sleep tomorrow. I ain't got no job. That don't mean nobody else got things to do. So I just wanted to, chit chat with you guys so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. It's been an hour. It seemed longer than that. Just so I'm here. I'm watching. Don't be hating. We're not gonna be fighting because I will block you. Like, we're not doing that. I think if people would extend grace to people like God extends to us, this world would be better off. I agree 100%. Nobody does that anymore. Everybody has all the answers. Everybody knows so much. Everybody's judging. Everybody needs grace. How about this? If God didn't give us grace, none of us would be here. I don't know about y'all. As soon as I open my eyes, I'm sure I'm sinning. Because you don't know what's considered sin and what's not. Like, everybody gets grace. Every breath you breathe, you're getting grace. We all doing stuff we ain't got no business. When you get an attitude, I'm sure that's a sin. When you cuss, that's a sin. When you lie, that's a sin. We all tell a white lie or two. And don't let me be in trouble. And I know it's a way I can maneuver my way out of it. Child, please. Like, some social media can be brutal sometimes. It can. And that's why I be nervous about what I share. Because everybody does not have your best interest. My video where I was talking about my teeth one of my good friends, she is a manager at a luxury boutique in Philadelphia. Like she's very well known, been in magazines. She goes to Paris for Fashion Week, all that stuff. She did not know about my YouTube because, again, it's not that I'm hiding it, but like I have anxiety, and it's different with strangers looking at you than the people that's in your life. Like even my mom and them, like I'll come in the room and my mom will have me on the TV. I'll leave. I don't even like hearing my own voice. I don't. And I don't know how to do that. Like, how do you do moderators? I don't. This is my first one. So I don't know, like, I don't know any of this stuff. So, damn, where was I at? What was I saying? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Yo, what was I just saying? Hold on. Let me look at a comment and maybe it'll refresh my memory. Oh, yeah, social media. Oh, and my friend. Someone sent her. No, I don't like watching my videos because it's embarrassing a little bit. I don't like hearing my voice. Yeah, someone sent my friend my video of me taking my teeth out. This your friend? And I got, in trouble a little bit because I didn't say anything to her, but I had to explain to her it was only because the respect I have for her, and I didn't want her to see me different. Like I said, the people see me dressed every day. They see Fashion Asia. They see, laughing and joking and, and want to go to the best restaurants. That's their friend. She knows about the situation about my mouth. She knows about my teeth and all of that. But that vulnerability and stuff is not, I'm just not handing that on a silver platter. And it may sound crazy because it's on the literal internet, but it's just, in my mind, I felt better that strangers saw me as opposed to people in my life. Like, I immediately got anxiety when I seen my cousin was on here. You know what I'm saying? Because my family is looking at me, and it's and I don't want people to, I don't want to say think less of me. I don't know. It's in my head, it just made sense for me to keep this from her. And this is why. You see how somebody sent her this, like, this your friend? Like, what's going on here? Like, I felt this small when she brought it up to me because I feel like people are not looking at what I'm trying to do. It's like I don't want to be mocked, and if that makes any sense. Like, this is not funny to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a troll. I just want to, I don't know. I know you watching. I got you. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I don't want to be embarrassed because this is embarrassing. Like, unless you've done this or unless you're on social media, you don't know the amount that it takes to show strangers what's inside. Everybody can get on here and just do makeup and show off clothes and, and fake a life. Everybody know I get dressed every day. Everybody know what type of clothes. Everybody knows me in that way. Everybody don't know this. It's somebody behind those clothes. Those clothes mask things. Those clothes are like my security blanket. Like Linus and his blanket. Those are what my clothes are. I love it. I've loved fashion since I was a little kid, but it also, I'm able to hide behind it. It takes a lot of transparency. It's not the same thoughts, but she's far more brave, don't feel small. I mean, I did, because it's like, if she's sending this to my friend, who else are they sending it to? That was my hesitation of even doing it in the first place. That's another reason why I stopped. When you get on YouTube, you're doing it because you love it. it's fun, you know, setting up my camera. I get to show off my makeup. I'm talking to y'all like I talk to myself anyway. So it's like, why not get on YouTube and do it? And I started to get in my own head because, well, you know, you can get monetized if you get 1,000 followers in a year. It is easier to speak with strangers because you guys don't have any preconceived notions about me. You guys don't know me on a day-to-day basis. You guys don't, oh, Asia's strong. Y'all don't know that. My family knows that because that's how I've been my entire life. So now they don't know this Asia that's like hanging on the edge. They don't know her. They don't know the one that's like, I could be watching a movie and all of a sudden I'm crying because I'm watching the movie, but on the inside, it's a million things going on in my head. Or I'm watching a movie and all of a sudden my chest is getting tight because I feel a panic attack come. They don't know her. So I don't want my family to view me different. But this is the space that I'm in. You know, this is just me doing this live. Old Asia would have never done that. Y'all not about to embarrass me sitting on here and it be me and one other person and that person be my mom. Like, I would never have done this before. But it's like I'm stepping out because this is the path that I'm on. You know, God can't use me unless I stop being so afraid and show people like who I am. And I just have to pray that I am enough and get out of my own way and stop being afraid if I make a video that you guys are not going to think is good enough. Or, you know, it's every video I'm not going to be showing you a $2,000 ball gown that I found, you know, at a vintage shop on sale. Some days it's going to be hard conversation. Other days I want to lighten it up. I want to show y'all the new makeup I found. You know, I want to show you all sides of me. I'm just praying that what you see is good enough. That's all, you know, that's all I can ask for, because my biggest fear that my family will tell you is that I always feel not good enough. I could be in a room full of people that I asked God to be in a room full of. You just made my point. I don't understand. You just helped me understand real life situation. And I feel like the one that's not supposed to be there. They are mean, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people's feelings are hurt. I don't want anybody's feelings to be hurt. I don't want anybody to feel less than inadequate. I tell my sister this all the time. One thing I'm going to instill in my niece, besides being well dressed, is you being just as beautiful on the inside. I have a pet peeve of mean girls. I don't like mean people. I don't like bullies. You treat a homeless person on the street with the same respect you would treat a CEO. I never want to run up on you and you are being disrespectful to a worker or someone you deem beneath you. We all are human beings. I don't care who you are. When you cut yourself, you're going to bleed. When you croak, you're going in the same ground as the CEO of American Express and the person that mops the hotel floors. Everybody's going in the same ground. God don't have respect to person. So I don't ever want her to be a person that thinks she's better than anybody else. I don't care what kind of private school she go to. I don't care what clothes she has on. I am big on that because that's how I am. I don't like people's feelings to be hurt. I don't like teasing people with disabilities. I don't like none of that. Like, you want to turn me off, be out to dinner with me and you're rude to staff or something. We're not doing none of that. So I want people to see what my heart truly is. And I feel like sometimes they can't because I be in my own way and I hide myself. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm on a journey and I just want to take you guys on a journey with me. And I hope that it can inspire somebody else. You know, that's all I can give. That's all I have is me to give. That's all. So I'm not going to keep you guys long. I want to thank you again for joining me for this live. This is my first live and it was a success. Yay! So I will do this again. Thank you. Thank you so much. God. Oh, I gave away one of the gift cards. They small gift cards, guys. Y'all not finna go on no shopping spree. It's just a little something just to, just to say thank you. That as well. It's not sympathy, it's empathy. Yeah, it is. I do have empathy for others. And I've always been like that. Well, thank you, Keisha. Thank you. So we will definitely gonna do these. That's okay. I'm gonna have it. Hey, Jewel. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna save it. I hope I can save it because I don't know how to do that. So I hope it don't erase. But I'm gonna see if I can save it so that you guys can do a replay. Because we've been on here for a minute. So I just pray that you guys enjoyed it, that you had a good time because I know I did. I don't know what all this means. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys. And thank you so, so much for being here. I so enjoyed my live. You guys were a blessing making this so easy for me and taking the stress and anxiety away. Thank you. Thank you. I hope we can do this soon because I want to update you guys on what is going on. And it's a good thing, but keep the lives coming. Oh, I will. Thank you. Thank you. I will. I will. We're definitely gonna do this more because I enjoyed this better than making a video. Like, let me find out. Hey, we're gonna be doing a live. Thank you, Ann. Thank you. Guys, I'm hungry now, so I want to go eat. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys with a new video on Wednesday. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Love you. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. But guess what, guys? I don't know how to come off. Hold on, I gotta read. I don't know what's going on. Bye, guys. Bye. Let me see. All right, no. That's. Oh, I can see who on here. All right, let me see if I know that. Bye, Angie. Bye. Yeah.